Hey friends, welcome back to another Multiversus video. Today I'm going to set you guys up with two builds for Stripe. One hyper-aggressive build, and one that I think is a little bit more friendly to anybody picking up the character. And this is going to be our Speed Demon build for Stripe. And for this, we're going to begin with the signature perks. He's got three of them here, the first one being Boom Boom Bounce, where when Stripe launches himself with dynamite, he creates an explosion when he makes contact with the stage at all. This counts for walls, rooftops, floors, so on and so forth. His next ability is He's the Leader, and this allows Stripe to leap a lot further when he jumps off of projectiles. And I'll be honest, this one is probably his weakest perk out of the three. You can even do this off your own projectiles. As you can see, you go pretty far and you gain a little bit of a speed boost afterwards as well for a short period of time. So it definitely has its little bit of utility, but in the chaos of 2v2s, it can be pretty difficult to use and it doesn't give you as much of a big payout even in 1v1s as the last perk that he has, which is Feeding After Midnight. Now what this perk is going to do is it's going to take any debuffs that you might have, and when you leap onto your opponent, it applies those debuffs to them instead. As you can see right there, I got the little bit of frost on me. I can go ahead and jump into her, and there you go, she's got it now applied to her instead, which this is really good because pretty much everybody in the game goes ahead and applies some kind of debuff. Not only that, you can also apply a debuff to yourself with your TNT, where now you can see I'm on fire. Even though I may not have the icon for it, now we can go ahead and put her on fire instead. And this is something you'll be getting a lot of use out of because your up and special attack, that leap ability that kind of procs your signature perk, that's something you'll be using quite a bit of because it does combo into a lot of your different moves. So this is the signature perk that I'd go with right here, Feeding After Midnight. And for our first normal perk, we're going to choose Gravity Manipulation. Now I really like this perk because it is a quality of life perk, but for Stripe, a character that's really focused on rushdown, it really allows him to traverse a lot faster. You can see how fast we're able to get around just by kind of fast falling after we dodge. So the way you would do that is you would just dodge forward, and right after your dodge forward, you're going to jump into the air. So it'll look a little bit like that. And with Gravity Manipulation, you can fast fall right back down to the ground, allowing you to repeat the process back with that dodge forward. So when you put it all together, it'll be a little bit like that. When you have a Shaggy going ahead and powering up off stage, it allows you to really close the distance on him and stop him from powering up. Same thing with Velma and her megaphone. When she has that coming out, you can easily go right on over to her and knock her out before she's able to finish. For our second perk, we're going for Speed Force Assist. And it's going to boost your base movement speed by 4%. Now that may not seem like a whole lot. You know when you're fighting a Finn player and they are just right on top of you at all times? That's kind of what we're going for here. We want the speed in order not only to be able to run away to avoid damage, but we also want the speed to catch up to people and stay on top of them as much as humanly possible. And that's what this perk allows us to do. Now for our last perk, we have Triple Jump. A perk that I honestly believe is exceedingly incredible on Stripe specifically. You see, if I jump, I only have two, right? I'm mashing the button and I'm not getting another jump. But with the last kick of this move right here, it counts as an additional hit in the air, which gives you your third jump. Not only that, but seeing as we're trying to rush down and stay on top of the opponent as much as possible, this also means that we're going to be on top of them even when they leave the stage. When you have all three of these perks coming together in a single build, it's really hard for your opponent to kind of get away from you. And it's extremely easy for you in order to get kills at early percentages. So the game plan with this build is honestly just to stay on top of your opponent as much as possible, hitting them with combos. Once you kind of nail them off stage and you have that mark on them, you want to go ahead and shoot them right after they use one of their recovery options. And if you can, even get an aerial hit for an additional mark. That way you can repeat the cycle. You really want to be using the mark into the pistol in order to deny recovery options, make them waste it, that way they don't have any more in order to rebound back onto stage. I can't tell you how many times people have just ran out of air options and fallen off the stage because they didn't have anything else to recover with. And because of how aggressive we're being, we're not really killing by necessarily hitting somebody with one singular hit that throws them outside of the ring. We're following them off the ring and then pushing them off the screen. That's more so the game plan here. So for the second build, we're going to keep the same signature perk because I really believe that it is the best one. We're going to go with Make It Rain Dog for the actual buzzsaw itself, which is a great option that Stripe has, and one that you should be using a lot. We're also going to go with Lumpy Space Punch because you're going to find yourself using his side air attack a lot. It's a great approach option that he has. It's going to allow you to get in on your opponent and stay in. And if you'd like, you can keep Triple Jump in the third slot if you really want. It's a great perk. I think it works on pretty much every single character really well, especially Stripe because of how aggressive he is. But if you feel like you're dying a little bit too quickly, you can always change this one out for something like Toon Elasticity, for example, Kryptonian Skin, or even Tasmanian Trigonometry. All of these perks are going to keep you alive just a little bit longer. On the other hand, if you want something that's a little bit more utility, if you absolutely hate cooldowns, then CoffeeZilla, obviously everyone knows this perk is amazing, and once again, it's pretty much everybody's go-to if you absolutely hate cooldowns. But dudes, those are two really fun builds for Stripe. Give them a try, let me know how it goes, and let me know what you're running for the character in the comments down below. But check this out, if you want more Multiversus content and you want daily just entertainment in general, feel free to subscribe, become part of this incredible community, and I'll see you lovely people back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.